set to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Just One Beer Show. Happy National Beer Day. Oh, yeah, baby. I have no idea. Exciting. Yes, we are here. We are live. Nate, what's going on, brother?
What's going on? Can you tell the fact that we've been on another YouTube show already and a podcast by my writing?
Your writing sucks. My pelvic gyrations are amazing. All right. Dude, I like the tone of your set back there. It's nighttime. Let's turn on. Like you need to smoke a cigarette and a hooker in the background or something. Yeah, it's just got a nice little feel to it or something. We are live, Murph Rod. Here's a little jazz hands. We are here. Guys, I'm so excited. Welcome to National Beer Day here in the United States. Tenacious Freak, always a pleasure. Oh, man, we have one. Oh, good morning. He's waking up. We have one of the OG3s, Nate. National Beer Day. Barrow is in the house.
Barrow.
Bring up Barrow. Barrow, I want to go ahead and let you know this Sunday show is going to be exciting because we're bringing in Rupee Beer. Rupee Beer is a special beer. It's a new company brought to us by our friend Van, who's going to be on the show. And he's going to be talking about all the delicious pairings of Indian food that you can drink with Rupee. New company, new beer. Nate, I'm excited for it.
Oh, man, I can't wait. They basically are trying to market themselves towards spicy and Indian food and a beer that complements that. Danny, you know how much I love spicy food. Can't wait.
Yeah. All right. We're whipping through the comments, guys. This is not the weekly beer show. This is the Just One Beer Show. Just one. Okay. Really excited about it. We're only going to be doing one beer, but thank you so much for hopping on. I can see we have a lot of people here. Yes. Rocco, Brett. All right. Some of my favorite people in the entire world are here. That is fucking awesome. Definitely partaking. Yes, Brett. All right. So grab a beer. It's National Beer Day. Nate, what do we do? Already 3 shows today?
Yeah, well, no, we didn't do 3 shows, but we did hop on the Wish You Were Beer show. If you guys ever want to check them out, they are on YouTube. We'll put a description down in the description where you can guys find them. We were on the Beer in Front podcast with Dave Zalatoris. That guy's awesome. We'll also put some information there for you to check out his podcast. And we met with the Rupee team just to talk about Sunday's show. So it's been a whirlwind of the last hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah. And it's cheers, Brett. Yes. But was on the road today. I was just up in my feelings, very, very stressed out from the last week of work. And, when I came home, I'm just like, dude, I need a friggin' beer. And yes. What better way to celebrate National Beer Day than to have a beer? Nate, I also have my favorite glass, dude. I'll be drinking out of my Italy glass. Hey.
Whoa, look at that one. Wow. First of all, I forget the style of that glass. The cylindrical straight one. What's the name of that? Do you remember?
Cylindrical Sam.
What?
Cylindrical Sam.
All right. We don't have it. I thought I had the picture of the beer glasses when I did that in the segment before, but there's a name for that, and I love that glass, so I can't wait to see the beer in it.
See, dude, I love Brian and Brett. The twins are all about your set.
Dude, I know.
I love it. I love it. Bubba, welcome to the show. I'm glad to hear that everything went well. I hope that I need to talk to you about some alternative therapies for your back. Welcome to the show. Barrow, look at your avatar, dude.
Dude, Barrow looks phenomenal, dude. Were you in Bollywood?
Yeah, dude. You know what? The Sabres, they'll play really good, then they'll blow the game. But I'll tell you what, Brett, we're in good hands. I'll be back in Buffalo for Labor Day to see Pops and Mom. But definitely when I come back in December, let's get the crew from the Kenmore together and go to a game. Nate, are you ready for today's beer?
I am.
Today's beer is exciting. I'll tell you what, man. I'm really excited to talk about this beer, try this beer, drink this beer, smell this beer, sniff this beer, do whatever we want with this beer. It comes to us from Las Vegas, Nevada. Whoop! Well, it's very interesting that you just went with the one whoop. You didn't do a whoop whoop.
I didn't go woohoo.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's beer on the Just One Beer National Beer Day, okay, is from Beer Zombie, and it's called Dream.
It's called Dream. It's the 8th version of Dream. There you go. Which is called Get a Kick-Ass Partner. I wish I had a kick-ass partner.
I got a kick-ass partner. Look, I'll put my arm around you.
Here's a beer. Do you want to grab it?
Yeah, give me that beer.
So, dude, I don't know if you know about this beer at all, but
nothing.
Wait till you see what it looks like. You're not ready for this.
What do you mean I'm not ready for this?
You've never seen a beer like this before.
Like catching my parents?
Ew.
Like,
sorry, Mark and Geraldine. But,
yeah, I'm sorry, Mark and Geraldine.
I didn't mean it like that.
I know, yeah, whatever. But nobody's ever ready to catch their parents, right?
Hey, just a little tip. So this is a fruited sour.
Just a little tip.
Make sure you roll this thing. There's a bit of sediment in here. All right, roll your can.
Roll my can.
Yeah, get that sediment. It ain't your double IPA, Danny, says Brendan.
Oh, look at Mr. Son of an English teacher. It ain't your deep. It ain't your dip, Danny. Okay, I'm excited to try it. Now, the thing that I don't understand, Nate, is you've oftentimes talked about Beer Zombie. You worn the shirt on the show like you are now. There it is. Badass. Is this a beer distributor or is this a brewery?
They're obviously a brewery, but they don't. It's not the same as a typical brewery. So they don't really have a brewery option. They just have a couple of tap rooms, there's one right around the corner from where I work. And that's how I found it. There's actually one near, and my brother's on the show right now. There's one near his place out in the Southwest. So they've got these, and there's a place in Utah, place in Texas. So they do a lot of collaborations, but it's not your standard brewery style kind of beer team. What are you laughing at?
Every time you say my brother, the first thing I think of is him burping in Cindy's face.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was a bad look.
She was so appalled by it. And she goes, Daddy, you know what Brendan did to me? I'm like, no, what did he do? He burped in my face.
This is fucking gross. All right.
I love it, man. I love it. Anyway, the Beer Zombie, here it goes.
Crack it.
What's the alcohol percentage on this thing?
So this is this is a low ABV fruited sour beer, 4.8%. His face, dude, it's different, dude. This is not just, you've never had a beer like this.
Come on, bro. I've had every single beer in the world.
You haven't. Wait till you try this.
It definitely smells a little bit like vomit and milk. Here we go.
All right, let's pour it.
Oh my gosh, that is like pure milk. Are you kidding me?
What I tell you? You ain't never had anything like this, dude.
No, this thing is not. Dude, I gotta drive to Bakersfield tomorrow. I'm gonna fart in my car so bad. This is. I'm gonna knock.
Dude, look at this color. Thing. You know what it kind of reminds me of, Danny? The color a little bit. Smooth seas.
Yeah, a little bit, but
just
mine's
a little
already
in the color. And a little
mine's already gone flat. What it reminds me of is like a juice,
a nectar.
A nectar, yeah. Like those. I forget what they were called, but Sergio used to drink them. But anyway, yeah, Goya drinks. That's what reminds me of. Well, let's go and try it. Here we go. Cheers. Dream.
Fruited sour, 4.3%. Dream from Beer Zombies. Wow. Whoa. There's a bit of lavender in there or something.
Dude.
You get that? Oh my gosh.
I didn't get lavender, but what I did get was delicious. That is good. That is like Dude, this should not be a beer. They're towing the line, man. They're you know what I mean? It's like they're going up to a ball sack and flicking it and then running away. They're not hanging out, you know.
Well, the thing is, they still have the 4 main ingredients. They got water, grain, yeast, and hops, but they have so many adjuncts in there. They're putting so much pulp. That's how they're creating this. They're just adding pulp at the end of the fermentation process, and lactose, which is thickening it, and it's giving you this consistency almost of a milkshake.
Yeah, this is not beer. This is, this thing, give it to an old timer, they'll slap you.
Yeah.
It looks good. It actually is good. It's got a right amount of sourness to it.
It does. I like
There's some type of fruit in there that I can't distinguish right now. But first sip, really good. Delicious, actually.
I think there's a bit of passion fruit, a bit of mango.
I think that's what it is.
It's got tropical fruit, but also a creaminess, almost like a condensed milk.
I taste the mango, and like I said, it's like a Goya nectar drink, and not for nothing, but I gotta tell you, this is my favorite glass. This style, I could drink this little skinny, like thin glass, is my favorite beer glass.
Yeah, it's a cool glass. Hey, do you know what today is, Danny?
National Beer Day.
What?
Yeah.
All right. National Beer Day. So for those of you out there, it is April 7th, and that is National Beer Day here in America. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the history of it and why.
Tell me.
All right. So National Beer Day is celebrated in the United States every year on April 7th, making the day that the Cullen-Harrison Act was enacted after being signed into law by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt on March 22nd, 1933. This led to the 18th Amendment being repealed, which is prohibition, on December 5th, 1933, with the ratification of the 21st Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. April 6th, which is yesterday, the day prior to National Beer Day, is known as New Beer's Eve. We should have done a beer yesterday for New Beer's Eve because I love that name.
I'll tell you what, Nate, I got to be honest with you. I did not know about National Beer Day until recently, probably about 2 weeks ago. And then the thing is like there's always a National Hot Dog Day, a National Cupcake Day, a National Tire Shoelace Day. So like this is our day, man. This is National Beer Day. This is one we have to bring this one to life.
Well, I mean, so I got a couple of pictures of beer here. We got your, looks like a Corona at the top right. On the top left, we got some sort of a Bavarian beer in a mug. I love that. Got some craft beers in the middle. But I really wanted to share this picture. Danny, who is this man?
FDR, baby.
FDR. Look at that guy.
That's
a president. Look like a president. Stoic.
Dude, that guy will mean mug you right out of the bar.
Dude, you know what? That guy's awesome. So wanted to share a little bit about the history of National Beer Day. Super excited to share it with all of you guys and Danny to drink this Beer Zombies beer. We do have a little bit of a brewery tour, and I have a What Would You Rather later to talk about.
Nice, dude. All right. So we got a little bit of the segment coming from the weekly beer show built into this Just One Beer Show.
Me too, Bubba.
This is what we're drinking. It's from Beer Zombies. I got to tell you, Nate, I did not expect this. I thought this was going to be like a hazy IPA.
Not even close.
It's so good, dude. It's so delicious. It's just got such a weird flavor to it. It's not overpowering on the sour. It's not overpowering on the pulp. It's like a thick puree.
They have 8 different versions of this beer, right?
Really?
8 iterations of Dream. So and each one of them has a different tagline. So where you see here, it says rule number 8. They've got rule number 1 through 8.
Oh, wow.
And each one of them is a different name. Get a kick-ass partner. Danny's the kick-ass partner. And when you go through, and all of them have different ingredients, of course. The labels are the same, but they're different colors. And they're all kind of fruited, sour. They're all the same thing, but just different iterations.
Okay. Well, that's awesome to know. Have trolling. Good to see you here. And Stuart, my man, is calling in from the Shark Tank. Okay. If you don't know the Shark Tank, that's where the San Jose Sharks play. I heard it's one of the funnest places to catch a game. Stuart, I've actually been thinking a lot about you and your girl. So, my prayers go out to her countrymen. We all know what's going on over there. I hope that her family and her, countrymen are safe and that this thing ends soon. So please let her know that I'm thinking of her. Have fun at the game. And, Nate, this beer, really good stuff.
Yeah, it's completely different, right? And Danny will be here in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks. And there's quite a bit of options out here that fall into this category. And this is the new generation of beer, right? So the hazy beer has been completely overdone to the point where it's exhaustive. And they're trying to find different ways to branch out and find new and exciting things. And one of those is these sour type of beers where they're adding in a bit of thickness through lactose. And this is one of the styles that we're going to be trying. And it's an exciting time around beer. I don't like all of them. This one I like.
Yeah, this one's really good. It tastes like almost like vegetable juice. Not vegetable juice, but like, when you drink like a V8 fruit juice,
yes,
and in your mind you think it's going to taste like vegetables, but it tastes like fruits. That's what I feel like I'm drinking. It's got I got her daughter over here from Ukraine as well. Oh, that's awesome, Stuart. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's all I can say. We'll talk later. It's still booze mode here. Boy, Brennan. All right, Nate. Heard you got a little quiz. Let's do it.
No quiz, but I do have this.
Okay.
So we'll talk a little bit about the brewery. There's no quiz, Danny. We have a what would you rather we can do after this. So I wanted to take you guys through a little bit of the brewery. They're from Las Vegas. You can see I got the shirt on. You got their little logo there.
Great logo, by the way.
It is. I love it. It looks cool. It looks great on this shirt.
It does. It's a great shirt. It's a great logo. I love how the beard looks like a hop. I love that the zombie isn't overdone. He's got a hipster mustache that falls in line with a lot of the beer stuff going on these days. Love it.
So you can check out their credentials, go on Instagram, Twitter, and check out their website. The website doesn't have a lot of stuff. It really just takes you to a place where you can purchase their merchandise. But as you can see, they are located in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to put this slide in every time we talk about the breweries. Nevada, as you can see here in the left in red, and Las Vegas is in the southern part and the southern tip of the state, about 4-hour drive from Los Angeles.
I'll be taking that drive soon.
Yeah, you are. So, Beer Zombies Facts, founded in 2013, so 9 years old. I wanted to put this quote in here because I thought it was pretty cool. It gives you an idea of who they are and what their personalities are like. Dabbles in the dark arts of brewing, Danny. What does that mean to you?
Oh, I was going to dabbles in the dark farts of brewing. They're definitely trying. They're playing off the darkness. They're probably into some type of darkness thing in their life, movies or music, probably culturally. White Zombie is well known if you're into the horror scene, with Rob Zombie being this guy that, at the House of 10,000 corpses. He's one of my favorite directors, actually.
He's awesome.
Yeah, it's very dark and bloody and, kind of new school like horror. With a lot of slasher elements underlying. So maybe that has something to do with it. But big fans of horror. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
that's one of the things they put into the art on their cans. Even on this one, it's got like ghouls and goblins and monsters, right? There's a lot of stuff in there. But they're big fans of horror films. You can see in their can art. And they've got 5 tap rooms across Nevada, Utah, and Texas. And one other slide here. So today's beer, the Dream, which is with a J, not a D. Number 8, it is a fruited sour, ABV being 4.8%. Their untapped ratings, that's the lowest that we've put into the show at 239 check-ins. They are a small, local micro brewery, right? And they do collaborations with other companies, but there's no distribution here outside of those little areas that we talked about. But the ratings out of those 239 check-ins are a 4.10 out of 5. Very good score. Here is their draft rooms. Now, the one in the top
right,
well, that's one of them. So the one in the top right Danny, is I've called you from there before. That's the one right around the corner from my office. And the bar in the bottom right, that's the bar inside Skinny Fats of Beer Zombies Draft Room on Dean Martin in Las Vegas. That's the one I go to. But that's really all they have. They're not a huge operation. They like to do exclusive, kind of strange, weird beers. And yeah, pretty cool brewery.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going there. Happy Beer Day, Chris. And then Peter L. Larson, thank you so much. We love having you here. And we can't say thank you enough to you and everybody for all the support. And we really appreciate it. This is what gets us going. So, thank you so much for saying that. Just, stopping by and seeing Peter's comments saying, I love this show. That just means a lot to us because it was created out of nothing. And now we're doing it. And the fact that we have an audience to do it with, you guys are everything to us. So thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. So I just wanted to put a couple of different options just to show you the art because I think it's really cool. So the owner, Chris Jacobs, is also an artist. I don't know if he's the one that's actually designing it, but you can see there's a lot of monster elements to this, horror film elements. Danny, on the bottom right, sorry, let's go to the top right. What is that from?
Christmas Vacation, my man.
That's right. National Lampoon's Clark Griswold there electrocuting himself at the Christmas tree. But the bottom right, Danny, when you come here, we got to try this beer. So
Where is that?
It's called a Zombie Whip. So the beer we're drinking right now is 4.8% fruited sour. That Zombie Whip is a Berliner Weiss beer, I believe, but it's 8%. So you're definitely stepping the game up there. It's like it goes from about $7 a can to about $10 a can, 16 ounce. They've got 4, 5, 6 options of that beer as well, much like they do with the Dream. They're crazy, dude. Marshmallow, yeah, just thicker than what this is, if you can believe that.
I mean, I really like the thickness. I wasn't really too sure about this one, but guys, look, this is not when people say, "Here, have a beer," and they give you this. You're like, what the fuck? Why'd you give me a grapefruit juice? Or why'd you give me this strange beer? This is not a beer. This is something that you would see on a breakfast table. This is the Beer Zombies Dream number 8. But, Nate, I'm into it, man. I'm into it a lot, actually.
It's different, So we were just talking to Dave Z about how how wild the hazy scene is and how your palate gets tired of that same juicy kind of style beer, and I've fallen victim to that recently. This is a nice change of pace. I don't think you can drink a lot of them. Like, you wouldn't want to sit here and have 3 of these beers in one night, but one to add to your repertoire and have a couple of other light beers that go along with it. It's a really nice beer with a different offering than what we're used to.
This is the kind of beer like that I would feel confident no matter who it was, novice to absolute professional. Like, yo, you got to try this. Because I had no idea. I thought it was just going to be another hazy IPA, but sensational, Nate. You got any more on the brewery tour?
I don't, but I got a what would you rather.
Okay, can I use the bathroom?
You can.
All right, keep us tuned. Talk to us about the set. Tell the twins what you did differently.
I didn't do anything differently, twins. All I did was it's at nighttime, and what I'm going to do here is while Danny's going to the bathroom, I'm going to share a screen with you guys. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to show their website. There's not a lot going on the website, okay? But I just want to show it to you. All right. So there you go. That's it. All right. That's the website. So when you're here, you scroll down a little bit. Welcome to Beer Zombies web store. They tell you a little bit about what they're doing. Established 2013, Beer Zombies Brewing Company based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Dabbles in the dark arts of brewing up everything from hazy IPAs, decadent stouts, fruited sours, and our core clean beers. Clean beers probably meaning like, your standard IPA, Pilsners, etc. With our love of horror films reflected in our can art, we have wrapped all of our delicious beers into an amazing package. Looking to visit? Beer Zombies has 5 draft rooms spanning Nevada, Utah, and Texas. So I really like them. They're a lot of fun. They do a lot of different stuff. If you guys are ever in the Vegas market, if you guys ever want me to ship you a beer, let us know. I'll send it to you. I'll buy it and I'll send it to you. They are really cool, and I suggest you give them a shot if you can.
Yeah, they're definitely something. We've talked about this before. I'm going out there in 2 weeks to Vegas, or is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? 3 weeks. I'll be in Vegas in 3 weeks, so we definitely need to go there. One of the cool things is I don't know if these guys are connected with them or not, but what was the makeup guy? Shit, I forget his.
Clint Devlin something? Pat Devlin?
Tom Devlin's Monster Museum in Boulder City, Nevada. You can go ahead and check out that video on my channel. I wonder if they have any connection because they're all monster movie kind of people. I wonder if Tom Devlin goes to Beer Zombies. Anyway, Nate, let's get into that. What would you rather?
All right, so this has got a lot of pictures for only 3 what would you rathers. All right,
bring it on, brother. Bring it on.
Here we go. So what would you rather? You know the standard template here in the beginning. We're going to start off, by the way, this is the National Beer Day episode.
Oh, yeah, baby.
April 7th. Next year, we'll be doing the same thing. The first question is going to be about macro beers, Danny. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. So what would you rather? The good old king of beers. We're going to go back old school here. I chose 2. This one, Anheuser-Busch, based out of St. Louis, Missouri, or the banquet beer, Coors, Golden, Colorado.
Hands down, Budweiser.
What?
I think what? That's what I'm choosing. You asked me. There's no right or wrong. That's the what would you rather. I'm going Budweiser. I think it's just a better beer.
Danny's going to say Budweiser. Fair enough. I'm going to go Coors. The banquet beer is my favorite macro beer overall. I'm not sure it's particularly close.
Wow, my favorite macro beer is Back in the High Life again.
We all know that. The High Life, Miller High Life. The champagne of beers, there's a reason for that. It's a great beer. All right, next one, Danny. You always do a location-based what would you rather?
Okay.
So this one, all right, we got 2 locations, 2 cities, one city and one area. But the reason I chose them was because they're both meccas in the craft beer world. I'm sure you can guess them.
Homie.
All right. First one is San Diego. Would you rather, Travelman Dan, go to San Diego, America's finest city, the craft beer capital of the world? Look at that. Look at that scene. Look at the backdrop, the palm tree, right? Look at that. I don't know what that is in the background. It's cool. It's a big water slide.
That's a stout and a seltzer.
Stoutness. Here we go. Here's some offerings from the San Diego beer market. We've had Palm Sway IPA from Coronado, Ale Smith.
Hey, Ale Smith, one of our favorite beers ever, Nate. The Speedway Stout, loud and proud, right in the front.
Love it. And that's the Mexican chocolate one. Here we go. And then the next one, I wanted to show another few options from San Diego. They have 100+ breweries in one city, and San Diego is not a massive metropolis, Danny, right?
It's pretty big.
Okay. Pretty big. That wasn't what I was expecting. It's about 700,000 people compared to the 12 million.
Best beer in the world. I love it.
Or number 2, New England in general. New England, you got Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, Rhode Island, I guess, but nobody really talks about it or cares about it. However, in New England, you have some of the best breweries in the world. We've discussed a lot of them. Maine right here. Sorry, craft brewers in New England. Vermont's got 73. Maine's got 133 craft breweries. New Hampshire, 85. Massachusetts, 187. Connecticut, 100. And Rhode Island, 28 coming in last.
Wow.
Derek Periscandola. Sorry about that. This I wanted to show you because this kind of tells you what New England's like compared to the glitz and glamour and palm trees of San Diego. Here's a lot of brands from New England. I don't know, Danny, if you want to call a couple out there, but Allagash in the top left is a huge favorite of mine.
Bigelow Brewing.
There you go. What else you got? Jack's Abbey is a big one.
30 Mile Brewing. Springdale Brewing. Revival Brewing, Storm Brewing, Leftings Brewing.
Black Hog. Look at that one.
Black Hog.
So here we go. I wanted to say this just very quickly. New England is known for many things like beautiful fall foliage, incredible seafood, and rich history. What you may not have known, though, Danny, is there are plenty of great breweries to visit throughout the area. Whether you love IPA, stouts, lagers, or sours, read all through that. What are you choosing, San Diego or New England?
I've been to San Diego. I love San Diego. I'm probably going to go in a little bit. But if I had to choose, I've been to 44 states in the United States. I got 6 more to go. 3 of those are in New Hampshire. That's
Which
Vermont,
ones?
Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Okay.
Washington, Oregon, and Alaska. Those are the 6 I've never been to. So for me, I'm going to New England. It's just more my speed as well, too.
You live in LA too, right?
What's it? Yeah, I live in LA.
You live in LA. You know?
I've been there a bunch of times. I'm going to probably have to go with Trollen, Copenhagen. Where are you going, Nate?
I am absolutely 100% going to New England because of the same. My proximity to San Diego. I've been to San Diego a bunch of times. I've never been to Maine. I've been to Vermont, but I mostly went with my mother and my brother back when my mom was getting her master's. So that's a long time ago. I don't remember it. I just remember a bunch of weird hippies. I've never been to New Hampshire. I've never drank beer from Connecticut or Rhode Island, but some of the best breweries in the world, you've got, obviously Treehouse, Trillium, Maine Brewing, Allagash. My gosh, the list goes on. So I absolutely 100% New England.
I would just go straight up Portland, Maine over San Diego.
Me too.
That's not a slight at San Diego. San Diego's a great town. All right, give me number 3.
All right, last one. No. So because we are talking about zombies and their love and affinity for horror movies, we're going to talk about horror movies, Travel Man Dan.
All right.
So this is kind of easy. Well, not really easy, but best zombie movies. I went through and found a list of the top 50 best zombie movies of all time. I chose 2. Okay. I wanted to find 2 that people would recognize. Some of them I had no idea, never heard of before. But the first one, are you ready, Danny?
I'm ready. Bring it on. Thank you, Half Trolling.
Dawn of the Dead, which is considered the #1 best zombie movie of all time. 1978, I believe. Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, great movie poster, by the way. How awesome does that thing look?
Romero. It's classic. Yeah. Yeah, man. That was like...
Look at Danny in the top right. All right. So there, and look at this guy.
Look at my friend Nate after drinking the Malort.
Exactly. So we got Dawn of the Dead, considered by many to be the #1 zombie movie of all time from 1978, or 28 Days Later. Look at this. Remember this part? He wakes up. He was in a coma. He's pulling all the stuff out. He's like, what the hell's going on? Goes out into the street. This dude's in flames.
No more. Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead? Like, no question, right?
No question.
All right. So,
but good category.
Great category. I'm going to have to go Dawn of the Dead too. I'm a sucker for classics.
Yeah, man. Me too. I love classic movies. I watch a lot of classic stuff. Bad Hangover. That's great. Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate the What Would You Rather. That was awesome. The brewery tour, that was amazing. Just filling us in a little bit about beer zombies. Unfortunately, we're not going the full slate. Let's pound this drink. Let's finish it off and score it.
Do it.
I mean, very rarely am I taken by surprise like this.
Look at the bottom of this, Danny.
I know, dude. It's a phenomenal drink. It's something that you need to try. I've never tried beer quite like it. If you want to call it beer, it literally tastes like a Goya fruit puree. It's so bizarre that there's alcohol in it. It's great. It's refreshing. It's tasty. I fully enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Do you want to do another one?
I do. I was going to say, I wish it was longer. We'll go to Beer Zombies. We'll pick some more up. We'll do them on another show.
So for me, taste, I don't know if I'm going to go to a 4.5 because there's something missing in this for me, but I still really, really like it. So for taste, I'm going to go 3.5.
Not bad. Price, I don't know. Nate, how much was this?
This can was $6.99.
Expensive, right? That's $7.50 with tax. It's expensive. To be honest with you, when it's matched up against, look at all these beers. You can find a better knock of a beer. But I will say this. This is like nothing you've ever tried before. So every once in a while, spending $7.50 on a beer, that's not bad. So I'm going to kind of even things out with a 3.5.
I'm going to go 2.0. I can't. $6.99 is expensive.
It's different though, man.
It is, but it's a 4.3% beer. You know, I got to remember that, you know, so I'm getting a ton of calories here. I'm not getting a lot of ABV. I am getting something that's a little bit different. So I appreciate that. The price is expensive. $7 for a can of beer is expensive. 2.0.
Okay. All right, design. Let's take a look at the can one last time. Pretty cool can. I like the font. I can't really read it. I don't know if it's the dream or whatever. I like their slogan. I like if you're gonna go horror, I want them to go all the way. This is a little bit half and half with bubbly kind of curliness going on with the font. I like that they threw. If you look closely at the can, you can see a bunch of the fruits and stuff that they added to it. Overall, it's a good looking can, but I don't love it. 3.5. Bye, Murphrod. Bye, man.
I like the can. I like the artwork. I like that they're not going too horror film, too zombie style with this because the beer doesn't call for it. The beer is fruity, so they got a lot of fruit going on here. So I kind of appreciate that. This looks like it was hand drawn, so I like that.
I like that too.
So for me, style, I'm going to go 4.0. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay. Not even served from a nice lady. Too pricey. Yeah, have trouble.
The price is crazy.
It's insane that it's that much. But here's the thing. This is why I say it's something new, it's something different, and you're not going to buy it all the time. And if you go to a bar here in Los Angeles, or you're going to pay $7.50 for a Budweiser in a lot of places, or a Heineken, even worse. Accessibility. Look, you're not going to be able to find this beer anywhere but Beer Zombies in those 4 states at those 4 places. For that, I'm giving them a super ding. They're getting a 1.0.
All right, so you can find them if you're in our markets. Like, obviously, other brewers have Beer Zombies on tap, and they do collaborations with like Abnormal, and there's a brewery called Abnormal that they do collaborations with. So you can find it outside of that one place, but that's it. And there's no distribution here. It's not leaving these areas. So I have to agree with Danny. It's a 1.0.
All right, TMD X Factor. Look, when Nate sent me this, I didn't know what to think. I thought it was just another hazy IPA. They don't talk a lot about what they're doing. I like the storyline. I like that I can go there. It's very accessible to me. I like that the guy who created this beer is into horror films, much like me. Like, I like horror films, but I don't like fingernails being pulled off and eyelids being stitched together. I like old slasher stuff. I feel like this is the realm that the guy comes from. But most of all, which is most important to me, is that I never tasted anything like this that's considered beer. I really, really like this. I thought it was great on National Beer Day. Why not? What the hell? 5.0.
Same, 5.0. I sourced this one, got it, sent it to Danny. It's at a place that's right around the corner from my work. It's a Las Vegas beer. It's National Beer Day, 5.0.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so today's score, not bad at all. The thing that dinged it the most is the accessibility. If it had better accessibility, even just a little bit, it would definitely be ranked as one of the higher beers. But the Beer Zombies rule number 8 scored a 17.5 on today's show. 15.5 for Nate.
Not bad.
Okay, not bad at all. But, overall, it was a great show. Thanks for those who stayed with us. Stopped by, said hello. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're having a beer somewhere. Nate, as always, it's an absolute pleasure to share this space with you, the audience, and be on the show together. And thank you so much. How about something to say on the end?
Happy National Beer Day, guys.
Love it, Nate. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Nate. Have a great day. Wish you a great weekend. We'll see you this weekend where we go ahead and we're going to go ahead and have an awesome show. Thank you, Peter. Thank you so much, Bubba, for hopping on. Have Trolling, Barrow, Murph Rod, Brendan, whoever else I missed. Thank you for being on the show. Rupee this weekend. That's Nate Apocalypse. Okay, I'm Travel Man Dan, and remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Bye, guys. Thanks, Have Trolling. Peter, thank you, guys.